Okay, we're doing the first cold start after the block replacement on this 2018 Ford Fusion 1.5 liter. I reset the keep alive memory to get rid of all the old fuel tables last night, and then I relearned the neutral profile correction. So now I'm just test driving the vehicle, make sure everything shifts good, make sure there's no bumps, rattles, squeaks, just to make sure that no check engine lights pop up, everything heats up real nice, just everything functions. And so far the vehicle is driving beautiful. So we'll do this for about 10 miles and then see how it goes. Vehicle seems to have quite a bit of power, quite a bit more peppy than what it was before. One thing I do notice that didn't stand out to me before was it's got a rear bad wheel pulsation in the rear. Like something's wrong with the brakes, pretty bad. So if I hit the brake while I'm driving, but of course I only drove it around the parking lot, the steering wheel doesn't shake at all. It feels like it's coming from my back end, like behind my butt is where the shake is coming from. So I'll have to see if that's something the customer wants us to address, or yeah, that's not normal. But anyway, drivability. Seems to increase speed really well. No boost leaks or anything. No red flags. Let's continue driving and see what happens. Just concerned with that rear brake feel. You know, it's nothing that we touched here at the dealership at all. You can see I'll let go of the steering wheel and hit the brakes. The steering wheel don't shake or anything. Let me count it down for you so you can see. 3, 2, 1. No shaking steering wheel. Everything's coming from the rear really bad. Like really, really, really bad. She's got some warped rotors back there for sure. I'll have to see if the customer wants that addressed, but tell her the vehicle's finished overall. It's just her rear brakes are not good. Going uphill a little bit here, put it under a couple heavy boost loads to see how it does. Okay, nice. Another quick one. It's responding well. So, surprised these little 1.5 liter Ecoboost engines are as peppy as they are to be so small. They're pretty peppy. Well, I'm going to continue my drive and then check back in with you when I get closer to the dealer. We're about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 miles into the 8-mile run. I don't want to keep you here the whole time, but see if any check engine lights pop up or anything abnormal happens, I'll let you know. Well, we are, I think, somewhere around 6 miles, 7 miles into the drive, and still everything's running fine. Plenty of boost loads. Only concern I have is the braking issue, but that wasn't something that was brought into the dealership and brought to our attention, I should say. And the brakes don't get taken apart on these. The only thing you do is pull the CV axle out of the spindles, so you don't touch the rotors, brakes, calipers. Oftentimes in really rough situations, when you get a customer that's looking to get something extra out of a warranty repair job, they'll oftentimes blame things on the dealer, but I hope that's not the case here. Probably should have went and did a longer test drive than just boost loads in the parking lot to pick up the brake pulsation. But just try to open it up to the customer and see what they want to do about it. Otherwise, the vehicle's driving perfect. It's got nice heat. No suspension rattles or anything like that. No wheel bearing noises. Everything seems to be functioning really, really good, actually. Plenty of power. Steering wheel centered. No abnormal rattles. Just real nice, good, clean drive. That's what you want. Well, I made it back to the shop. No issues, no lights. Shut it off, turn it back on, shut it off, turn it back on. Shut the ignition off now. I turned it back on. I'm going to do a battery monitor reset, and then that's it. It was a successful build. I'm going to go ahead and do the brakes while I'm here too, just for the simple fact that this vehicle's only got 18,000 miles on it. And just get it covered. I can cover brakes up to 12,000 miles or 1 year, or I can do rotors 36,000 miles 3 years. And it's not quite hit 36 or 3 years yet, so that's why I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out. Well, let's look and see what it looks like. Oh boy, something ain't right. Yeah. I'm gonna have to cut it till it fails by Ford spec. You can't replace it. You gotta cut it until it's clean, or it fails. No wonder why the brakes were thumping. Nice smooth brakes now. After I got the rear, cut the rear rotors, and then covered that under their 60,000 mile or 36,000 mile 3-year plan, and then the customer paid the $80 for the rear brakes. No labor because I was already in there, so there's no need for that. But I didn't want to put bad or low brake pads on brand new fresh cut rotors. But man, I tell you what, I had to cut the mess out of these rotors to get them cleaned up. There was like layers and layers and layers of rust on these things. It's just terrible. But now everything's running good, real good. I'm gonna go for another long test drive real quick. Everything goes good, it's going back to the customer, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. As always, thanks for supporting the channel. I'm blessed to have you guys here and following all the craziness of the Ford issues and repairs that go on here, and just participating in the comment section. Thank you.